look at this. It's people again. I appreciate that. I'm Jimmy. I'm the host. Thank you. I know it's been a long time, but it's very nice. Please sit, relax. It's well, that's nice. You know, this is our second night with a half full, or is it half empty? I don't know. Is the audience half full? I guess it depends on how you look at life, really. We have 89 vaccinated people in our studio audience. It's half. I have to say, though, it's weird having half an audience. It's like Thanos snapped his fingers and killed the rest of them. Oh, speaking of Thanos, we got an interesting bit of tid this morning about the former president of the United States, the orange one. You remember him? So the Daily Beast says, it reports that in 2019, Donald Trump wanted the government to investigate, guess who, Guillermo? Me.
You? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Look at this. According to two people familiar with the matter, Trump asked advisors and lawyers in early 2019 about what the Federal Communications Commission, the court systems, and most confusingly to some Trump lieutenants, the Department of Justice could do to probe or mitigate SNL, Jimmy Kimmel, and other late-night comedy mischief makers. I'm glad you're excited about it. I don't want him probing me or... Can you imagine that? President Snowflake asked to send the authorities in to stop us from making fun of him. Not only that, he wanted Guillermo to pay for the wall.
No way.
He did.
I'm not paying for nothing.
The report goes on to say, to those who heard it, Trump's inquiries into what federal regulations could be used to bust the likes of Kimmel and SNL was more of a nuisance than a constitutional crisis. To me, it feels more like a crisis than a nuisance. I don't know. Little did I know, I'm up here goofing on him. He's asking the feds to do who the hell knows what. And when he was told there was no legal case to be made that you can't stop comedians from making fun of you when you're president, Trump asked, can something else be done about it? Basically, Trump wanted to turn the Department of Justice into... Remember on the old Batman show, the Penguin had those henchmen and the bowler hats and the tight black shirts? This is what Trump wanted, a goon squad, a bunch of tough guys to rough people up because he can't take a joke. He can make one. In fact, he's made several. Eric, Ivanka, Don Jr. You cannot take a joke. And by the way, they say this happened near the beginning of the year. That was right around the time he had a summit with Kim Jong-un. Maybe he got the idea from him. I could be dog food right now. I'd be like, Alec Baldwin's the one you want. He dressed up as you. So then just about 10 minutes ago, right before we taped the show, I'm walking downstairs, they released a statement, Trump did, that said, the story that I asked the Department of Justice to go after ratings challenged without Trump's Saturday Night Live and other late-night losers is total fake news. He goes on to insult Alec Baldwin. With all that being said, however, I do believe that the 100% one-sided shows should be considered an illegal campaign contribution from the Democrat Party. Well, what do you think, Guillermo? You think he said it or not?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, of course he said
Yeah.
it. Of course he did. Anyway, thanks for watching, Mr. Former President. I'll send you a hoodie if you like. You still a triple XL? You know, that statement he released was... I don't even know how he releases statements anymore because he's banned from Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. They kicked him off, but he still has a phone and a bunch of Fox News wannabes that don't screen his calls. Trump dialed into the Real America Voice News Network. Never heard of it either, and you're not going to believe this. Turns out he's still running for president.
Headlines were about how you admitted defeat in the 2020 election when you said we didn't win. Is that an accurate headline? Did you admit defeat? I just want to understand that.
No, I never admitted defeat. We have a lot of things happening right now. I think that was an election that was, I don't think, all you have to do is read the newspapers and see what's coming out now. No, I never, the word is concede. I have not conceded.
I am conceded, but I have not conceded. Well, he definitely doesn't give up, that's for sure. We also learned today that between March of last year and March of this year, 881 Secret Service employees tested positive for COVID-19. Gee, I wonder where they got that. Here in the U.S., more than 40 45% of the population is fully vaccinated, which is not enough. And that's mostly because of young people. According to the CDC, 18 to 24-year-olds are the age group least likely to get vaccinated and most unsure about getting a shot because they read nothing but crap on TikTok, I guess. And I get that. I get that 18 to 24-year-olds, when you're that age, you think you're invincible. But we're talking about the same generation that can't have peanut butter and jelly in their lunchbox, okay? They are definitely not invincible. The bottom line is we're a country full of dumbs. AT&T does this every year. They released a map of the most commonly misspelled words by state, and we had a new top dog this year, quarantine, which is frequently spelled as quarantine. Remember Children of the Corn? That's what happens when they hit puberty. Some of the other top ones are coronavirus, believe, which people have a problem spelling. And this should come as no surprise. Florida's is by far the weirdest. In Florida, the most consistent word is Pharaoh. But who is even Googling Pharaoh? That's got to be Trump going, how do I become an Egyptian god? I actually looked it up. It turns out, those of you who are in Florida know that the state is infested with an insect called the Pharaoh ant. These are invasive ants that every time you spray them, the colony splits and doubles. One nest becomes two nests, and then two nests, if you spray them again, become four nests. In other words, yet another charming reason to go to Florida. What I don't understand is, how is the most misspelled word in every state every year not diarrhea? Because between diarrhea and Hanukkah, forget about it. All right, now we have a follow-up segment for you tonight. I mentioned this on the show a few weeks ago. There's a marijuana delivery company here in LA that they were looking for an intern to test out their products. They have a lot of products, and they wanted somebody to test them and write a description of them. They said they were looking for interns to smoke or eat everything they have and then come up with a little review for each, which for a lot of people is obviously a dream job, and which immediately made me think of a guy we happened upon at the opening of a cannabis dispensary in Michigan in January of last year.
Oh, hi, I'm Frederick Miller. It's FredrickMiller. Did you say spell it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good, yeah.
Well, we're waiting on the dispensary. We want to go inside and check out what they got.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping like a Willy Wonka thing, like gates and like, somebody coming out with like a cane and then like doing tricks but so far it's just cold.
Yeah, right. He's got what they call it. So I thought Freddie would be a very good fit for this job, so I decided to play marijuana matchmaker, and we got in touch with the CEO of the company, MJ. We flew Freddie here to LA for an interview, and here you go.
How you doing?
How are you?
Chris?
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you, too. Boy, you guys did something very clever, I think. You really got our attention with this job posting.
Thank you.
Let me read some of it. This paid 3-month internship is a cannabis aficionado's dream come true. We're seeking a passionate, detail-oriented, creative writer to review every single product on our weed delivery platform, MJ. Creativity and a passion for cannabis are a must. How many applications did you get for this?
I think we're at a little over 1,100 so far.
And you have to hire somebody just to go through these, I would think.
You're correct. Video submissions, people writing in, it's been bigger than we would have expected.
Well, I know you got a lot of candidates, but I feel like I got the guy for you. I mean, this guy, he's passionate, he's creative, he's baked out of his mind. Would you like to meet him?
I'd love to meet him.
Freddie?
Second floor.
Cool. Hello. Hey, buddies.
Really appreciate it.
This is Freddie. This is Chris.
Chris, excellent.
Chris might be your new boss. Have a seat, guys. Cool. So, is it rare that you have an intermediary when you're interviewing an employee?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Tell them a little bit about yourself, Freddie.
I currently work at a dispensary now. I'm from the middle of nowhere, Indiana.
This is the first time on a plane.
I love it.
What'd you think of the plane?
Planes? They're really cool. I like the takeoff because they do go straight up.
Yeah, we've been on them.
to.
You've been on one, right, Chris?
But
So this is basically a writing job, right? It's like a writing job and a testing job.
It is.
So what would you ask somebody interviewing for this spot?
Big part of this role is trying the products and accurately writing descriptions about how it made you feel, how it may make our customers feel. They'll read those comments, they'll read those descriptions, and you know, a lot of purchases will be based on your writing.
Well, maybe you should try something. You should try one of these products and then give it a little mini review, just kind of give you a sense of his writing and his creativity.
Sure.
Now, let's see. We can't actually show you smoking because this is television, so why don't I'll hold up the Funyuns while you smoke.
Sure.
So, give us a summary of Desert Gold.
Summary. Okay. Picture yourself on an airplane. You're on your way to Hollywood, California. You've never been there before. You're flying over. The landscape changed. Midwest, totally flat, boring, lots of farms, pretty up close, boring from 50,000 feet. Now, okay. Then suddenly the deserts, and it looks like the moon landing, and you're like, wow. Now you're thinking something else. Was the moon landing faked? Or was it just shot in California? Well, that's very uplifting, buddy.
Very uplifting.
Creative thoughts.
That's the type of description we go for, to be honest.
Hey, this is delicious. I see why you named it berries.
It's good.
When did you start up in California?
So we started in mid-2019. We launched and we really got going in January 2020.
So what do you think of Cloudberry, Freddie? I mean, give us your review.
First of all, I love mixed berry.
Good, okay.
I definitely noticed the mood switch.
Really?
Kickback.
You got a little more serious all of a sudden.
I think it's the cloudberry, man.
You do.
Well, hey, I have a serious question though. I mean, when did you start your business out here?
He just told you.
I know, I forgot. This is serious.
I think we just got a good review of the product. It works.
Getting serious.
As far as the Cloudberry goes, because your job would be to then write like your review of it.
Okay,
How would you describe it?
Well, cloudberries, man, you nailed it. Feels like I'm on a plane again, except this time I'm not in the plane. I'm on the cloud looking at the plane go by. Floating.
I like it.
Maybe I'm drifting all the way out to Hollywood this time.
I think it's pretty good, right?
Pretty good, Freddie. I'd say
I could focus more, but that's my elevator pitch.
No, I love it. One of the biggest things people ask us for is legitimate reviews of effects. You know, a lot of these companies put their own, it does X, Y, Z to you, but we're trying to get the writers to really communicate how it affects them, because we hear that's a much more reliable source. So
You've never heard of anything more creative than that, have you? Do you have a resume or anything like that?
No, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, you do? Okay. Oh, great. Oh, look at this. It's a handwritten resume. There you go. This is good stuff, and this looks like a drawing of a monkey and a pig. Well, here's his resume.
I love it, Freddie. We got way more submissions than we thought we would. So we expanded the internship from 1 seat to 3 seats.
Oh.
Wow. Wait, there's only 3 people out of like 1,100 or so that are going to qualify?
That's right. That's true.
So what do you think, Chris? Is this something you have to think about?
Like I said, I think the biggest thing we're going for is can you communicate effects? Can you do it in a fun and creative way? I think you check both those boxes very quickly. We'd love to offer you one of the 3 seats.
For real?
For real.
There's one thing you have to do, though, first. You have to fail a drug test. Do you think you can do that?
Consider it failed.
This is great. You guys want to shake hands or anything to make a
Sure, I'm a
deal?
little sweaty. It's been rough. This is a hot seat.
Sweaty Freddie.
Thank you, Freddie.
Wow, guys. Well, I'm just happy to have been a part of this. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Freddie, for
thank you, guys.
bringing so much joy into our lives.
Cool. Yeah, one more, man. Thank you, buddy.
All right, sir.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. If you want to see all our latest videos, click the subscribe button. And if you don't, click anyway and close your eyes when they come on.